Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. We have a wonderful guest in studio. It's James Tomasek, and he's owner-operator of Partners in Performance Automotive Service and Repairs. Well, James, I bet you are so popular right now because we've had this sudden winter arrival of weather. And
yeah, not as popular as I'd like to be, but you know, we are quite busy. Actually, we got quite busy before it hit, so there is people taking preventive measures, you know, to beat winter as it's coming. But I'm sure things will change in the next couple of days, you know, so we'll see what happens.
Well, it's the good thing about Illinois is that just wait, the weather will change.
Yes.
So talk to me a little bit about what should we be thinking about for our car during winter weather? Even if, you know, we may not have had as much time to prepare for it, but what should we be thinking about?
I would say the most important things sometimes even come before seeing me is you know, making sure that your vehicle is warmed up properly in the morning. Make sure all your lights are working. Make sure you have good wiper blades. You know, that obviously you can come to me to take care of if some of those things are out. But, you know, making sure the vehicle's warmed up properly in the morning just helps the vehicle operate properly and not have problems later, because if you just jump in and go, a lot of the systems aren't warmed up, and you know, while they'll do what they need to do, you risk a little bit, you know, because of the increase in pressures of the fluids and yada yada. It's you just want to warm it up and you know, treat it nice.
Treat it nice, because then it'll treat you nice.
Exactly. You know, I'm even guilty of it, hopping in a cold car, and you know, the main thing, if you do move right away, is go slow at first. Let the transmission shift, everything warm up. Don't hop in and accelerate fast. If you're stuck in a rut, that's the other thing too. Let the vehicle warm up before you start trying to rock it or anything like that, because that's a lot of times where transmission failures come from. You know, I spent a lot of time in transmission shops, and that was the common thing. I got stuck in a rut and rocked it back and forth, and you know, the increase in fluid pressure blows out older seals, where that seal may never have really failed if it wasn't put into the extreme condition of being 0 degrees or -0, you know, and the rubber naturally will tighten and harden, and fluid pressures obviously rise because the fluid's thicker. So it just changes a little bit. So it's just important, you know, to try and keep your car on the road and from seeing me.
Right. Well, and we'd love to see you, James. But right, we try to avoid seeing you too.
Yeah.
So there's some myths out there that, you know, I should keep a quarter tank of gas. True or false?
I would say that is the minimum.
That's the minimum.
You could keep it higher. I have a lot of customers who are really good about keeping it higher. If you go below it, is anything an immediate concern going to happen? Maybe not, you know, but naturally, just like a bottle of pop, if you open the cap and left it a quarter full, you'll start to see water droplets form in certain conditions. So basically, that's what's going to happen inside your fuel tank as well. That accumulation of water will then possibly freeze and cause when we start hitting negative temperatures and stuff like that. So just for safety reasons, and the main reason, because it gets me all the time too, is I can make it a little further, I can make it a little further, and then all of a sudden, you know, you get stuck in an accident up ahead, and you can't get to the gas station in time because now you're running on fumes where, you know, and you don't want to be stuck in the cold without fuel, you know, because you need your heater to run and stuff like that. So that's another good reason to always make sure that you have enough fuel in your car to get you where you need to go, because it almost happened to me yesterday.
Well, and James, talking about you, I think it's always important that when it comes to auto body repair and auto repair in general, that we have somebody that we can trust and that we can talk to and say, hey, my brakes are sounding a little funky. Right. Can I come in and just have you take a look at them?
Yeah, we don't do auto body, but we do a little bit, but we will help inspect it and guide customers because we are,
Super
there
helpful.
for our customers, because it can be confusing. So even if you're our regular, car care customer, we also help give advice all around for your vehicle, But as far as brakes and stuff, we do offer free brake inspections. So best if you schedule an appointment so that we can make sure we, get you in right away and you're not having to wait. And so we're not feeling rushed to inspect the brakes because they are an important part of the vehicle. But we could test drive it, let us know any concerns you may be having. Some of this stuff is normal, especially with the temperature change. And get a visual inspection on the brakes, and then if it needs anything, we could write a quote, all no charge, and then also check tire pressures as well. That's important this time of year. A lot of people are getting their tire pressure lights coming on because temperature changes the air pressure.
Right.
So naturally, just some main things to take care of and keep an eye on.
Right now, you're located right by the Route 59 train station, right?
Yeah, we were by the Fifth Avenue station, but we newly relocated to the 59 Route 59 station,
Great.
kind of on the border of Aurora and Naperville, still Naperville address. We're really excited to be at the new location. It has a wonderful, gorgeous waiting area. We don't always suggest people wait because we like to, again, take our time. Quality is most important to us. But we understand that sometimes you just can't leave the vehicle or emergencies happen. So we have a nice coffee bar and couches and TVs. So if you do have to wait, it's
You got a little bit of comfort.
Yeah, it's a comfort. Much like a living room. So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Well, and I think it's nice that you're by the train station because you have the ability, if your customers are commuters, they can drop their car off maybe to get a light bulb changed or get something fixed. Tell me how you service your commuters.
Yeah, so we were by the other train station for a long time, and we moved to Route 59 train station, and our train customers have followed. What they love about it is they don't have to take their weekends to carve out for car repair, because some of them have multi-vehicles in their home.
Right.
They have their children's cars that they take care of, their wife's cars they take care of.
Right.
So that would take quite a bit it would
Saturday.
take a month if it's 4 cars. So what's nice for them is they can drop off anytime. Drop off in the morning before I'm even there in our early drop slot. The car's there when we get in. We inspect the car, the issues that the customer's having. Write a detailed quote for it. We can email it to the customer. So if they're in meetings, stuff like that, we're not playing phone tag all day. Then they can reread what we wrote, so it's completely clear. The quote will be in the email in a PDF file, so they can read everything that's going to be done, and then we can arrange for them to come pick up after hours and during hours if they're not getting off till we're there till 6 currently. So we just make it easy.
Oh, absolutely.
And if we can't get that job done that day, we say, you know what, it's going to be pushing it. It took us a long time to inspect it. Let's drop off again tomorrow morning so you can come pick up the car, go back home, come back the next morning because you're coming back there anyway, drop the car off, and then just walk to the train. And
I think that's the best idea ever.
Yeah.
There, James, is
Yeah.
the service the train commuter, because we have to drive our car there to park it, so we might as well get some work done.
Right, and a lot of commuters are already putting in extra hours just commuting.
Right.
So their weekends are really at a premium. So it's important to utilize it, and I think it's a lot of our customers. They just it takes a little bit to break your routine from your morning. So it could be a little scary for the people for the first time to say, hey, I'm going to stop, I'm going to drop my car off and trust this guy or whatever. But I'd say everybody has been pretty happy that they've tried it, and then it becomes a part of the routine as well, because 3 months, okay, it's time for an oil change again. I know how to do this. It only takes a couple minutes. I throw the key, he's got all my information, he already knows my car, so each time it gets easier and easier. So Yeah.
Well, that's what we always hope for, James, with when we find the right partner in this case, partner in performance, and
Yeah.
before our auto care needs, it's important for us to have a guy, and you're our guy, James. So
Yeah.
I can't thank you enough for all you do.
Yeah, yeah, that's basically, part of our name is we're partner with our customers to provide them with what they want done to their vehicle. We communicate, the best way we can to the specific problem that they're having, to help them make an informed decision. We put the ball back into their court and say, okay, this is what we found, this is what we recommend, and then basically help them make the decision.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, James, thanks for stopping by today and telling me all about it. I'm excited. I think you have a real gem of a business there, and you have
Thank
the
you.
perfect location. So,
Thank you so
what they
much.
say, location, location, location.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you very much. We're going to be right back with more Business Connections. Stay tuned.